Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. I cannot fall to Gareth.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my This ox cart's bound.
What ought I to do?
Come on!
Thanks. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocations proud. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is...
Interested in my wares? Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick.
Shall we get some rest then?
I return safe. Now we've the vim to...
Say, you wouldn't happen to have stolen from me, what? There's no exaggeration. To be quite truthful, working under a man such... Unless you were to find...
The Jedi tool.
Pray, sir, see, as for where to look, you...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, with...
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Welcome, sir, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a... Single vocation, always a pleasure.
I'm honored, Master. This maester's teaching is a precious gift. I swear I shall make good use of it.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of... crowds, but here... At least, you'll find a bit of pleasure doing business with you. Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of... crowds, but here, at least. Many thanks. Reckon trade towns can make you right sick of... crowds, but here. Many thanks.
Welcome, after all. 'Tis folly. It's a linger on a single vocation. How goes the collection? Made any progress? Do come again.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Reckon you trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least, many thanks.
It falls on me to resolve.
I found myself hard pressed to respond.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was...
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. Expect you'll...
I shall recall our travels every time I
It will
take
be
this
an
field.
honor to serve by your side.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and... mark...
'Twas a fine journey we shared. Wherever your travels take you.
Delighted to meet you. Especially if we... I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Greetings. You tell me,
He seems to have vanished, and if I may be, 'tis an item of, and in my hour you will be rewarded, Han.
Sirs Offulf and Everard each seek the Jedi Torb. To whom ought we to grant it?
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then... buy something and see that... Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Many thanks to you.
The Jedi Torb is safely in hand.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap.
We must rest.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
You're asking for it.
In the end, 'twas all fun.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve? Very well.
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece takes time. Hope to see you again.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground in times past, since a few... It could be that all say, if I can...
Oh, I don't mean to pry.
Morris!
What?
I've just heard news.
Oh, my poor
Morris!
Do you truly the soldiers won't concern it all? Do you... If you return him to me...
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Is autumn this year?
I'll
I
sleep
swear
like a
I've
log
not
tonight.
blinked once in the last...
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of
The flat, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I've a pressing...
Could it be aught's befallen? If I cannot dissuade you from...
You'll never... Normally, mayhap my eye...
Aye, he had what looked like a... He would say no more, yet no sooner had I charged to his... Poor lad. Pray help him if you can.
Do you know who you do?
Aye, he had what looked like a... He would say no more than 'twas... Yet no sooner had I turned... I charged to his aid. But a wolf... Poor lad. Pray help him if you can.
Poor Rod. And he's delivered me. I still recall... Oh, Rog.
What? I feel bad. Monsters are... There's nary a thing I...
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
But our mission is simple.
See to it that the Queen Regent's...
Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment.
Foul!
There's no... fair warning, cuz...
He speaks madness!
Why, if it isn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern.
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Phew! I appreciate the conf, but I can't linger here. Follow after me, if you can.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
You want to play? All right.
Are you trying to piss me off?
You'll not live to regret this.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a fairy stone to return here in an instant. You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Over here, if you please. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us all to view. I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. could have done no better. Such a magnificent tapestry of stars. I quite agree. I grant you roaring flame.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. These beings will resurrect so long as their souls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one. Let me see. Where did I put that little treasure I found?
What are you doing? We're in the midst of battle.
I'll go ahead to the Royal Master.
We've an opening! Focus your attacks! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
It is easily done. Look! Oxen! How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be. This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I don't much fancy narrow spaces.
Let us proceed with due caution. Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die. Understood. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
You'll not live to regret this.
As I've said, I can't help you.
I will see to it that the... You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
Well done, Master.
A victory to be proud of.
Not good will come of this.
Well, this is no good.
Just about any...
As I've said,
I trust all's well.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right.
Ah, how I've longed.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
as I've said...
You'll have to excuse me.
Poor Rog. Annie's delivered me. I still recall his... Oh, Rog. Well, I...
From what I can glean, isn't that
Could it be your... If I cannot dissuade you from...
As I've said...
I will see to it that the law is upheld. I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Let me alone.
Have you heard the rumors? There was no warning? No, of course, such rumors are best taken with a grain.
Best mind yourself.
Got any tail? Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall
I truly... Had you not spoken up when you did, I know he's in pain. Oh, I should tell you, he may have some inkling of where... Pray, do what you can to bring... Poor Rogers, I only pray he noted the direction.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Sir, oh, I see. All I know is that he was that boy. Come to think of it, what's the world... Oh, Rog. All I know, but I've ne'er seen it. Oh, Rog.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
While en route to deal with... I only wish, but I can tell you where... It is my understanding that if you are thinking of...
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard. By magic, give me a weapon with the fury of the elements.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it you saved me? How did you know where I was? I suppose he must be... If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd...
Shall we report our results?
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain.
As you wish, I shall return directly.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall! Defend the Arisen!
Glad to be of service.
Well said. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Tis a miracle! You're alive and in one piece! Oh,
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
oh, hush! You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
Very sorry, Grandfather.
And you? Words of pray, take this. Thank yous.
Thank you for...
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Stop by again soon. While you're here, eh? Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Many thanks to you.
I cannot imagine what purpose this forgery might serve. But mayhap 'twill become clear in time?
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception. But that decision is not mine to make.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Pray, take this. A note isn't marked right. I'd best get going. Sir...
I fear we have done Sir Offulf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles. 'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, before we discuss, you see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. Come, follow my lead.
That's for sure.
Come along. We make... Good day, Ibrahim. Now, I have a bit of business.
What is it?
I'll teach him a lesson.
Got nothing to see. Got work needs about me.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
He ought to be finished by now. You have done your... My partners shall be most... You have certainly... And I do hope you will permit me...
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Reckon trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, many thanks.
Is this some manner of...
dead on my feet after today's training.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my...
What am I supposed to do?
Can't even think you're feared.
You should be. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire.
You're really pushing your luck.
Where are you going?
Then I shall remain by your side.
Best check our stock before a customer comes along. Take it easy today. Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when... treated to... the foremost host you know where to find.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
'Tis as you say.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, say... Well, I'll tell you. Not to say I'm on... I want to tell them... Oh, it's so
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts.
Oh, it's so...
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command. I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Have you come to release me from this? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Or, Deezer's Arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was... And what befell him, you... Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the... Aye, I dare say your arrival... Escape? Here? And, that said, tell me, does that ring... Oh, guide me outside.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are, words may be wind, but there's naught else. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained.
Oh, it's not right. The doctor examined him, yet e'er since...
I understand how you... There is no medicine I am caring for. However, mayhap convalescent...
Home!
Dear.
All right.
I will look after him.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
A moment's prayer can... I fear I've much... Sir, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, not to mention, I have to find... Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to... You would procure it your... In that case, the slums are a bane. We do what we can with what little we have. Your aid is most...
Tellies. Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the world at night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words.
Oh, you bold-faced...
What would you of me? I'll have...
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Here at last. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Aye, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? That can't be true. Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I... And you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but... Nor can I pray. Tell me...
What should I do?
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you are...
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Do you know the river close by the church? That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. I was thinking you could help the priest. I'll help too.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shop.
I pray this will convey the depth of my gratitude.
Not my kind of place, this.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Shall we get some rest then? Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? The couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life off. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident.
This place always puts me at ease.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. We have reached our destination.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them. But apart from ask you, that is, would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shop.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what? Unfortunately, I can give you little more. Only if you've the time and inclination. As servants of the great yet. At time. Perhaps you were all an unfortunate pair. By chance, he was examined, so he was put into...
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid. Oh, thank you.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums. You have my support.
Here he is. We've been administering the medicine. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the sound after all. But I suppose I ought not say— Come, come. We've medicine to—
Psst. You listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker, dead. It started with a slight— See that empty bed? An old man. He told me he was feeling better. Mayhap I'm just a mess. Pray, should you hear—
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. That is, the basement sick room. None of the other sisters are permitted. Tell is, she gives the patients a special medicine, which is to be— And yet, I do hope not befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out.
So, and none save the abbess, you've done this much for me. You've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do, should you find evidence fit to— See, I've already reported, so I beg you, sir, find—
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. I quite agree. How might we enter the basement sick room? Splendid.
Thanks, sir.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug. Keep those orders coming. This fierce pleasure doing business. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
But a moment's rest. I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
This place offers a view of the sea.
Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the... Many thanks.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Medicine! 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 Now! Now! We've found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room. Well said.
nobles do nothing. Doesn't sweetmeats and ale.
Silly aches. I've only just begun.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
I shall be your shadow.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? Do you think... Mayhap you could show it to the doctor? Pray, sir, do what you can. You're back. Pray, these look like Johann and Bruno. I recall them being especially... At any rate, they may know...
Suppose that's enough for one. It's not my kind of place.
Well, it's got to be in the thick of things, mate.
I don't feel safe here.
It's been a hard day. It smells. Is it true you're the Arisen?
Lady Eleanor's I wavered between life, can't say as I'm supposed is only to be
Elena, a fine woman. You see, I was only a little. In the end, I survived. And once, she handed him a large parcel. You'd think 'twere met they were whispering. Where'd they meet?
I had planned for end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Oh, pray, excuse... Might I beg my master is in need of aid, you see? Oh, thank... Might we... You will find my master's man.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put...
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the full... Almost hospitality in much obliged.
This inspires important misgivings.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Nice to see you again. You came to see me?
Do you shop often? We meet. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. I'm rather... I ne'er imagined this, and how could I have? Oft did I long. My mother has always put... Which remind... I fear I can't... Pray, take this for... My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
Hail, friend. 'Tis not long now. I thought it only right. I was also rather... But there is a log bridge near the ruin.
Hoi, friend. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned from the tell of it. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go up, losing my wares for good would make me sore. The goblin's lair lies somewhere along the way. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you... Want to survive. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope...
Might as well take a look. While you're here, business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Stop by again soon.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tough.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my...
Leave one before you earn my...
I grant you fire's blade. Use it well.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
I'm unsure how best to
Apart from my joints, I've not to complain of. Might as well take a look.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Need anything? stop by again soon.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Can finish it tomorrow.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Interesting. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it.
You wish for me to remain here? 'Tis easily done.
See what's selling lately.
Just about anywhere.
My legs are red.
It falls on me to respond.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but he... Yeah, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Many thanks to you.
Never should have taken this shift.
Surely I know the Jew. Wait till you can lose your feet, eh?
Come to think of it, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Shall we set it rolling? The ballista is a ranged weapon. This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Understood. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. I grant you roaring flame. Focus your attacks on its heart. Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done. Now, while the heart is exposed,
Do not falter. Make every ounce of our strength. We shall prevail. Yeah, of course, we see now. You had seen our foe has crossed their bit.
we must make the most of this opportunity. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. I've grabbed hold of our foe. Would you care for some assistance? By all means.
Feast your eyes on this.
oblige.
The obscure magics of the Wakestone can restore life to the departed.
A fine prize. We must think very carefully before using it. Knowing when to beat a hasty retreat is not cowardice, but prudence. This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would catch there! Lightning is ineffective against this foe. I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. Freezing! Are you alright? Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. This seems a decent spot for a campsite. A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Someone help me!
Someone is being attacked. You have my support.
A friendly face, and I might be. I fear there are none else to whom I can turn. And if. Oh, thank you!
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We must. How are we to get through this door?
I hope you weren't expecting that. Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found over here? You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Oh, all that remains is to ring the bell. That should do it, eh? My humblest thanks. I'd fain reward you for your... Oh! I happened upon it on... Still, surely it...
That was certainly worthwhile. A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen. 'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on. Our movement is restricted here. It would be troublesome if we were forced to do battle. Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Fancy a look at my wares? How dare...
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
'Tis done, Master. Our ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you... You fared all right on the road? You know where to find.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? You may now change your voc... If you would prefer to register us... Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? You may now change... What's more, Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared.
Quit acting so chummy.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Fewer monsters are to be found.
Ah, return. Splendid. The cart reached its destination.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master. Right you are.
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. What's the make of this?
Where are you going? You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Well met. Fulminous shield, eh? 'Tis a bargain. I picked it up in Mel. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks... Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
How glad I am to see you. It warms my heart that you care to visit me.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
How glad I am to see you. What brings you here, my friend?
Well met, sir. How might I be?
You a traveller? I used to be a sellsword. If you're anything like me, they'll be...
If you've a quarrel, take it up with...
I feel my age every time.
My bed. And a sharp test.
It's this way.
That's quite enough.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
How might I liven up? I might head to market. I need it.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Might as well take him. Look, while you're here. Eh? Stop by again soon.
Hi, would you care to join me? I was hoping you'd... Do you know, I had a say. How I love... She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But after all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from... But listen to me waffling on. I almost forgot. Here, my apologies, friend. But I'd best be going. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Cart doesn't fill up like it used to. My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Whatever's to be done.
What's your problem?
Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off? Feeling rested, I trust?
Any hole better than this. Even the grave.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren kingdom. Truly? Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. How might... Always a pleasure.
It's this way.
Fine place. Cast off the stresses.
Handsome beast.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find. Have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
Better than that! Cyclops! Ice is not a threat to it! We may have to rethink our strategy!
This brute has quite the temper.
Why do you not use their rage to our advantage?
It is easily done. While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were in?
Where are you going?
No easy thing. Making a living. Chance to so these apples as welcome as fine ale. Should I get up Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, stop by again soon.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance? No sense ruining the cost. Such purchases are a given on an adventure as important as ours.
I must ask, to be plain, it has the potential to heal one's ailments, certainly. But only if they could survive. Worse still, I say patient, but I should hope...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. It's complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
This is quite a quandary.
This crown's good medicine for my ringing ears.
Suppose I ought to earn my
Amazing.
Preparation is key. I up my training regime.
What am I supposed to?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of...
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say.
Interested in my wares?
Our adventure continues. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for...
Well, come, if you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Complete. Hope to see you again.
A forgery? I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it.
'Tis certainly identical to the original. I dare say anyone would be fooled by it.
Sir Mirrodin, who calls Yon Tellers. He keeps all manner... He's rather a crotchety sort, to say the least.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Sir Mirrodin, Tellers. He's rather a crotchety sort, to say...
This ox will not take you anywhere till I've had my... It's been a hard day. I'm in no hurry.
Ye really pushing your luck. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room. Constructing a bridge so grand is a glorious feat indeed.
It must be very old. I wonder when it was built. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
What's your problem?
Very well. I shall return. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to get to the bottom of what is happening at the...
Ah! Pray, save your strength for our enemies, Arisen.
We must rest. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this.
You suppose wrong. I command their full...
Ha! You're a fierce...
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt...
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasis. What could his aim be, I wonder?
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Tranquil places.
Can't help but talk in a whisper. What's your problem?
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty while examining the power for some time now. What's more, this cannot be mere, yet 'tis strange. I dare say, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. I am glad to hear it. There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Ward may have to be... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are for some time now, and so... The false sovereign's idea, but may have approaching the... What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted them once your infiltration is here. Take care, Your Majesty. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. There is much we ought to tend to. The citizenry. As for your destination, the first is Trevor, next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been... Finally, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we would...
Then I shall remain by your side.
Where are you off to?
I sense eyes upon us.
What? My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This arisen's both shrewd. Let's just say there are... I was to report, but I suppose... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me... Understandable.
Treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You there!
Shit! We're in for...
With all likelihood, we will hear all he has to say.
It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another agent will be on you afore long.
Above all, we will have need of allies to our cause.
We shall see how bold you are.
I live life as I please, and
Some of us get used
Time to set out.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Ne'er in my wildest dream.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's...
Is there aught I can help? Oh, if you're looking, he's not allowed visitors. No need to worry, though.
What are you doing? Unhand me this.
Many thanks for your assist. Suffice to say, you pray have this, sir.
What's to be done about this?
Quiet at last.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Waltar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Nothing but the good. I wish I had someone to talk.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Mustn't panic. Mustn't panic.
Why would someone do such a thing?
I'll crush
Who
you
wants
if
to
you
pick
pick
that
that
up?
up.
I'm done for. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Lost your nerve, have you?
Nice scuff. Better on me, mind. How about this? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Let us try for the same result with our next. You have my protection.
Coming, Master. I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
my magics grant you an elemental boon?
Oh, I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Do you mean to leave us here?
Slimes! Most unpleasant. You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Ah, now here's a surprise. A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Aught felt from the beast as it breathes. I grant you roaring flame. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo.
They're
Gracious lot.
Tis done.
I thank you for coming to... And what luck!
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid? Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
I'll put an end to this, Bowmaster.
It seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Lie your witness. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. Thank you. Be at ease. I am here, by your side.
You there! You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
That man just now seems...
You'd best go up. There's no business to be had here. That's...
Aught you need of me?
Here to ask all...
Is that who I think it is? Right, I reckon so. Rather more common than
Yeah? What?
Now seems a fine time to sort...
This letter is as suspicious as they come. We must find someone who can explain its true meaning.
Oh, you wonder how I know? Not mysterious about it. Don't worry yourself. Can't offer you any help. Still, I've a hefty wager.
All that obscure advice only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard, Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here. As you like, sir.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Shall we get some rest, then?
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Greetings. I trust you. If you have any questions, ask away. I beg pardon? A letter. Brass mean naturally. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
As you say, I shall remain here till you give the word.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
You made it after all. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be... But I suppose his real name is... But he's been... We had no choice. We're men. That's why. That all you wanted to ask? For all this. But he failed. So the title... That's when he went off. And still... But we can't have methinks. He needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us.
You're the one then? Fine.
Master,
I happen to be in possession. If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous shield, the magic aegis for it, that is. What say you? We have a deal then. Here's Howling Blizzard.
Whatever it is, I'll...
Whatever am I to do?
Suppose that's enough for one day.
See you look at my wares.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to... use cure...
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
At least I go, knowing I fought to the...
Let us work together to honor...
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness...
Fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Not much going on.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Oh! A small force. I'll not stop you if you wish to...
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward?
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Is this run to draw my last? I'm it!
Prepare yourself! Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir. I am in your...
I am saved!
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You're not one. Forgive me. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
'Tis done.
I like that.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
We'll manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we? Appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now, I underestimated you, friend. I shall send what you've done well this day. I thank you. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll...
I am in your debt, sir.
Oh, you have my gratitude, friend.
You've done well this...
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
I should like for you to see this place as...
All people fit.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Should you need to communicate in Elvish,
whatever else might be said of me.
Delighted to meet you. It's...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my...
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your...
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any... I shall be your shadow. Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. It pains me to say it, but I've not... If 'tis an obscure text we seek, leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials. Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call... So, we are to scour for the grimoire. I'm yours to command, Arisen. If 'tis an obscure text we seek, speak your will, and I'll see it done. So, we are to scour for the grimoires...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment.
I'm grateful to have served you for so long.
It will be an honor to serve by...
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
Of course.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
At last. I should like for you to see this...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Kemenhium nath.
We must rest, though the sun...
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather